Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beem in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very pleased to be covering this particular featured group because there's a fresh rivalry developing. I smell rivalry in the air. It's going to provide some great entertainment to both the spectators and us this week.
Well, this week, Henny, it looks like they're intending to beat the big-hitting Brooke Henderson. She might be a kind Canadian, but certainly a fierce rival.
Yeah, she's not going to say sorry. Just make sure you don't look in her trophy cabinet beforehand because you might get intimidated. There's some big major championships in there. Brooke Henderson, speaking of big, hits it big, got big game, and is just so lovely on top of it all. I almost don't want her to be beaten.
Yes, she's a born winner, isn't she, Brooke Henderson? This is going to be a tough rivalry, but one if you can win will certainly build your confidence. Well, I like the look of the line here. They should find the fairway. Their shot here near the 200-yard marker. It's a decent fairway to hit this one. Not sure if they'll find it, though. Getting ready to play their third. Wow, that almost went in the hole. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Ouch, that hurts. An opportunity to make their par. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Come on, get a good bounce to the left. Yeah, that was a safe play. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently 1 stroke better than her rival and playing partner today.
Oh my, how about that for a par?
This tour player is just streets ahead now.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
Just didn't drop. Putting for par. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot, currently on top of things right now. Well, the fourth is another great example. It doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This fourth can be menacing, can't it?
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole, this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Here's Brooke Henderson's next shot. Oh, a little sigh of relief. Happy to be putting again. Okay, time to return to the action. And here we are with the third shot. He's 2 shots back. Lovely touch. Well played.
Such soft hands.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now. The tee shot at the par 4-6 has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
And stepping up the standings after that effort. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
This is Brooke Henderson. And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple 3rd shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Just a couple back from our leader.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
Oh, lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the 9th. This putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make. How did that miss? Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Currently has a share of 2nd place. As you make the turn here at TPC Sawgrass, the 10th hole is a clever one.
Pretty basic par 4, just 424 yards from the back tee. Players take out a hybrid or a 3-wood, hit it out to the right-hand side, which will leave a short 2nd shot. However, lots of undulations on this green, so make sure your 2nd shot is the correct distance.
Oh, this one should find the surface. Good shot, this. And this putt to move into a tie for 1st. Ooh, right by the hole. And this putt coming up for his par. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
That was a gallant attempt. And after that effort, that's how it looks. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
This putt will move them to 3 under par. Well, that was a phenomenal play. Almost an eagle. Nice birdie. Well played. And that will take him to 2 under. The tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, and little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
Bubba Watson currently in the lead. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 third.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green.
Oh, you've made it. What a play. Well, Rich, think they're going to make this one?
You know, Luke, I've heard this metaphor before. Every once in a while, a blind squirrel finds an acorn. I believe that rings true in this scenario.
Oh, he's up, Tiger. And this one is for bogey. And down it goes. Bubba Watson is atop the leaderboard with a 1-stroke advantage. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14.
Difficult tee shot on this, playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway, and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot. But if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close.
Little birdie look in here.
It's just about 3 feet away. Yep, you'll take that. And as we head to the next hole, this player is chasing the leader behind Bubba Watson. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Bubba Watson currently in the lead as we check the rest of the standings. As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left, start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot. Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard. Moments like that deserve another look.
Perfect distance, perfectly judged, and look at that, straight in the hole.
What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
Big time play, that one, at the right time too.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
All right, Rich, you've stood there, you've hit the shot. Take us through the par 3 17th.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
And after that effort, they now lead this tournament with Bubba Watson behind in second place. Let's head to the finishing hole, this wonderful par 4 18th. Wonderful only if you're a spectator.
It's wonderful if you're not playing it for a lot of cash. It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole. Probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
Putting for bogey. And that'll be all she wrote today. Well played. And that there is the completion of a very nice day's work. Has the lead, Rich?
Not bad whatsoever, but still just the opening day. Lots of golf left to play. However, it does give you a little boost of confidence going forward, knowing that right now you're at the top of your form, your game is good.
Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Players' Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beem. And Rich, this player starts their round in the lead. What's the game plan for them today?
Well, with such a small lead, Luke, I think that they need to produce something solid. Small leads are no fun. I mean, you're out in the lead and you're excited about that, but it can be lost so quickly if they're not careful. One bad decision could wreck it for them.
Let's get down to the action. And after that hole, leading Bubba Watson by a stroke. Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. Going for this green in two, Rich. It's an exciting but daunting task.
The green is minuscule from back in the fairway. You know that you have a little bit room over to the left, but you're going to fall off into a low area. And if you miss it out to the right, you're going to find a very deep bunker on the right-hand side of the green. There's really no great miss around here, but if you're going to go for it, you have to know that your short game is going to bail you out no matter where you miss it.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Wow, what a save.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
And after that hole, leading Bubba Watson by a shot. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
But this green is always firm. Be wary of that.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Just 3 feet to the cup.
He's got this for his par.
And with a quick glance at the scoreboard, they're currently on top with Bubba Watson in second. Setting up now on a par 4.
Par 4, 384 yards from the back. A long snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed.
This one should find the rough. Second shot here on the 4th. Good shot there, Beamer. Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, almost went in. Sadly hasn't made a putt all day. Hopefully that can change here. That putt went a bit long there. Just 6 feet between he and the hole. Oh, so close. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And after that hole, they're currently in a tie for the lead with Bubba Watson. Teeing off here at the 5th.
Par 4, 471 yards from the back. Drive it out to the left-hand side to give yourself the best angle for your second shot into this long, thin green.
Still a chance to attack this hole from the first cut.
Nice out the rough here.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Wow. Let's return to live play now. Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt. Oh, so close. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Okay, steady now. Putting for a bogey. And that's a couple of bogeys on the bounce, I'm afraid.
Yeah, making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
And a par 4 awaits at this next hole.
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
Time for the second shot here at the 6th. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. Outstanding approach shot. And this putt to move into first place on the leaderboard. And nice effort from him. He bounces back from the bogey at the last hole. Well, what a way to make a move to the top of the leaderboard. And after that effort, they now lead this tournament with Bubba Watson behind in second place.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Great shot. Playing from 110 yards out. Currently in the lead by a shot. This should play. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
Steady on. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
This for par.
That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. And after that hole, leading Bubba Watson by a stroke. Let's see what happens here at the 8th.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. And a par putt awaits him. Oh, just missed. Just a short putt remaining here. Well, they say a bogey pleases someone. The rest of the field buoyed now after that drop shot by our leader. Teeing off here at the 9th hole. Bit untidy, wasn't it? Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Oh, some smiles here. A bit of luck in the second cut. It's sitting nicely.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Currently tied for the lead. Well played, mate. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
From the sand, are they able to get up and down? Ha, that's a beauty. She'll be stoked.
What an outstanding bunker shot. What a play. Great shot. Nicely done.
This one started out on a good line. Oh, terrific. What an effort. And that will take him to 3 under. And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum. Good looking shot, this. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
A quality shot, that.
Made birdie on the last. Looking for a 2nd in a row here.
Here's Brooke Henderson.
Yeah, this is lovely.
That's inside the range. What a shot.
She will mark herself down for a birdie on this hole.
Well, good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under.
Looking for another birdie here.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400 plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. And that puddle drop. Well done. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. We have a par 5 on this one.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and you might have a hope of going forward in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the second shots if you're not careful.
And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. Time for the second shot at the 11th. Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
4 left.
Well, they got after that one right up near the surface. Good play.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
Getting ready to play their third. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. That's a high-quality recovery shot.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
A birdie putt awaits. And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Bubba Watson is coming off a drop shot there, and that will take him to 3 strokes back. Time to check in with Lydia Ko.
An absolute beauty here.
Well, that was an absolute beauty, Rich. Let's get back to it, shall we? Oh, Henny, that looks like a putrid lie. Is it bad?
Just trickled off the fairway, but still in good shape.
Oh, that one just missed the hole. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. And with a quick glance at the scoreboard, they're currently on top with Bubba Watson in 2nd. And now striding onto the tee of this par 3 hole.
So many different levels to this green. On the par 3, playing 181 yards from the back. You can get it close. You can even make a hole in 1. But watch out, if you hit in the wrong spot on the green, it'll be difficult to 2-putt from there.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. That approach didn't seem to fit their eye.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
No, that's too bad. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. Ooh. This putt here for double bogey. Make sure you make this one. And after that hole, leading Bubba Watson by a shot. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back nine, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I just don't see this happening. I tell you, I'd love to see this player prove me wrong, though.
Just remember to get that nice rhythm in your stroke.
That will drive you bats.
Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. And as we check the leaderboard, it's great to see Bubba Watson back on top. Time to face a par 4.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course, par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final 3.
And he's safely on the green with that shot. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
He's paced it, he's read it. It's time. Little 27-footer.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. This putt for top spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. Nicely holed, and for par. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Stepping up to the 16th tee now.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do. But watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt.
Oh, they're going to walk this one in.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? 11 feet left to the hole.
Their boldness paid off. They've got this for the eagle.
Ouch, that hurts. Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 1 under. He's currently tied for first. Here we are in front of a par 3.
Par 3 17th, 137 yards, island green. I've actually seen a caddy throw it onto this green, but with a golf club in your hand, can you hit the green?
That's frustrating. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Job done. Let's head to the next. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. It's time to tee off on the 18th hole.
it's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole, probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
This is a par putt. That signs off on this player's performance for the day. And Rich, as this round comes to an end, this player is just barely leading the field, but absolutely loving the action this week.
No doubt, Luke. And even with the very slender lead going into tomorrow's round, Luke, I'm interested to see how well this player sleeps tonight.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beem, I'm Luke Elvy. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Players' Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this third round action. Luke Elvy alongside Rich Beem. And Rich, this player's been playing some impressive golf. They've got the lead. They're where they want to be, but what should be their mindset going into this round?
Well, hopefully it's not on the chasing pack, because the chasing pack is filled with some big names. So they're going to have to really bear down, focus on the task at hand. They've got to sit there and keep their emotions to themselves and not get wrapped up in everybody else around them.
I know, I can't wait. Let's get back down to the coverage. The old hammer hands putt.
It was a slippery putt coming up down the hill, so not too surprised to see this one coming up short.
A live look at the leaderboard, and Bubba Watson finds himself in top spot. It's heading to the rough for mine. Henny, how bad is this lie?
Guys, you know the worst lie you've ever seen? Yeah, times that by 10. This is nasty.
Smart shot. Always back into the fairway as a safe play. Lovely effort, that. Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet. Just didn't drop. A par putt awaits. That's a good putt to make, that one. So no movement there. He stays at even with the card. Teeing off now on this par 3.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I'll tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
It's just about 3 feet away.
Nice little par putt here.
The putt drops, and we're moving on. And that par ensures he'll stay right there at even par. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. It's just about 3 feet away. Ooh, right by the hole. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Next up is this par 4 hole.
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Luke, I gotta say, I don't like their chances. I have been wrong once before, but I really can't remember when that was.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Welcome to the tee of a par 4.
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Bit disappointing, that one. Second shot here on the 6th. Well, you're in the hands of the tree gods now. Wonderfully played. Trying to get back to even par with this putt. An opportunity to make a par here. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. We've arrived at a par 4 hole.
Difficult par 4, 451 yards. Water and sand all the way down the left-hand side. Hit it out to the right. Find the green with your second and sprint to the next hole, making 4.
Here we are in the fairway bunker. Can they execute a good shot? You like that, didn't you? Trying to get to even par with this putt. You know what they say, never up, never in.
Wow, shocking to say the least. How do you miss that?
Putting for a par here. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. And we've arrived at a par 3.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Exit. Stays left even. Always frustrated by missing a green.
What a shame. Has hit a lot of greens today, just not on this occasion.
Not far from the green here, just in the greenside rough. Didn't that look good for a long time? This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
This is what they have left for par here.
Good putt, that. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Teeing off now on the 9th hole. Well, that's a handy shot. Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
I'll tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game. A bold play, hopefully a bold reward.
A bit long on that one. Hold this putt and a chance for second place. And this putt to move them into a tie for second. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Teeing off now on the 10th hole. Time to play from the bunker. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. That was a gallant attempt. That'll sting a bit. Just 3 feet to the cup. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Sitting at 1 over for the event. Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers on the left-hand side, and you might have a hope of going for it in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the second shots if you're not careful.
Quality shot, that one. Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
I really can't say I'm a fan of their chances on this one, Luke, but I tell you what, I've been wrong once before.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. And that should secure the par on this one. Unfortunately, that'll be a 3-putt par there. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Now teeing off on the 12th hole.
Par 4 12th, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position. That dog will hunt.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Didn't quite judge the speed on that one. 4 feet to the cup. Okay, steady now. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Well, 13. That's unlucky for some, Rich.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
Putting for bogey here. Down it goes, but that's back-to-back bogeys. Time to lift.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up here from about 155.
Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Henny's down there. You got a read?
Has to putt this one downhill.
Oh, so close. Putting for a par now. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. And that finds him in a share of second. Time to hit a good one here at the 15th.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
Ooh. Par putt coming up here. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. The par 5 awaits here, but so does an opportunity. Take full advantage.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do. But watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
This one is heading to a really not so good space.